Okay, hey yo, everybody. Is this way too? Oh, this is way too loud. Whew. Turning up the dial too far. Anyway, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. Welcome to Saturday. Okay. Okay, that was there. Boom. Rough start today. Where's my reference from this? A little bit of a slow start. I was making coffee, which I think is definitely the appropriate thing to do. Why is this not on yet? Okay. Okay, this should be showing. Why is it not showing? Are we live? Well, there we go. There's just a delay constantly. Alright. There's our reference. Or I might not. I don't know if we're gonna do any of this stuff. The words. I think we're just gonna leave it. Let's see, what brush do I have? And what layer am I on? Okay, this is the one that was off. That's the one we're working on. Okay, glass has its own layer. Just reminding myself of what I was in the middle of. Let's see. I'm okay basically with all this stuff. Although I could do better. We're not going to do better. Because there's tons of mistakes. However, we're going to leave it. I don't want to leave it though. What is that? Apparently I had just painted all that. Was that all black paint? Huh, I guess it was. You know, I need to swap these. Alright, this has to be over here. I'm sure stuff gets in the way, but I'd rather have this over here. This should be under everything, so we won't see any of that. This is basically all we have to do. Is this, although it's not really all we have to do. I need to get the numbers up here and try and get a keyboard on here, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Okay, should I have separate thing? Well, I do have a separate thing just for the glass. Right. Alright, which one do I want to mess with, though? We'll try the... like the stuff. Like this, the globe. You know, we could just use like a shape tool here. I don't like that. I have to do so. I have to have it on a separate layer. Should I vector that? No. Let's do a magic wand fill. And down here, we'll put in the globe colors. And pretty bright too, little desaturation. Though. Hey Strider, welcome. Welcome in. Your paying side looks like my Amiga Deluxe paint drawing some eons ago. I think this had... I hope this doesn't take a lot of layers. I'm not real into layers. I wonder, yeah, I really feel like I'm gonna have to make more layers here. I'm not really feeling that. And we could do like this. And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, okay, so then what's the game plan? And that would be a transparent layer. How am I going to do that? I think I have an idea. What if I obliterate all this here? All right, and then okay, here, let's label this before I lose where I'm at. Circle. All right, and the computer screen when we'll do blue first. Here, let's just shoot this with blue real quick. Darn it, and of course I'm on the wrong layer. All right. So, turn pressure opacity off there. Yeah, I think that's about right. So here's what I will do. I will draw inside of this the countries, and then on top of it, Neptunus or Uranus. We could do that. We could make it some other planet, specifically Uranus. I could be, and that could be the joke. Somebody like that, but that's supposed to be at Earth, and I say no, it's Uranus. See, whole joke set up. Hours and hours spent on painting this for a joke. Best joke ever. Thank you. Let's see. So we'll try to make these in white on top of this, and then I'll do a color layer. Yeah. But I have to stay inside this. I have to keep this thing on. I could make it into a mask though, couldn't I? Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with masks. Masks get confusing sometimes. Alright, what's gonna be our color? Oh yeah, we're not gonna have the ability to do that. Well, we'll stick that somewhere over here. Like, what's gonna be our country color? Just somewhere out of the way, and I'll cover it up later. I won't be able to put my swatch out here because I blocked the you know, the stuff. I blocked the stuff. So it's the Mass Effect of Uranus. I like that's a good one. That's a good one. It's hard to draw these things though. I'm gonna have to sit here and draw like a bunch of freaking countries. Most of it's not even visible. Alright. Flipaka! Welcome in. It is good to see. This is what we have so far. I'm working on the globe. So I guess the computer is the last thing. Computer part is the last thing that we have to do with the glass and stuff. I'm doing okay. I'm having a good day. Thank you. Let's see. Do you know the movie? Oh, say hi. It's midnight for you. Okay. I'm starting like an hour later than I normally do because of the time zones. So when British summertime starts in, I'll go back to my normal. Alright, thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good night. Sleep well. It's midnight. Midnight. That's gotta be quite far away. You gotta be like in, I don't know, like Australia or Japan. Frogs, WarGames, and time zones for all. There you go. We got frogs for everybody. Y'all can watch me draw South America or Brazil and South America, and this is Africa, and then everything else is just kind of these colors. The only ones that we can really see are these, and not much of North America actually. That kind of takes the pressure off, right? Because then we can obscure all this and it'll be easier. So we don't have to draw everything. 5-6 hours. Okay. Oh, that's not a good blue. I really thought I had the color until I thought I had nailed it. I guess I did not nail it. Yeah, we don't want it to be dirty like that, though. There. No, that's not wrong. Darn it, I don't want to desaturate it that way, but I guess we kind of need to, don't we? Like here I am, having issues with my colors. It's a little bit greenish up there. I need to stop worrying about that. Just draw. You're wasting time, Braxton. Let's get my eraser back. Even though I'm not going to erase in here. There's Canada. This may not be too difficult. Put Africa in here. Okay, just get the material in there. And then we'll grab my swatch, put that there. Let's see. And this will all get covered up in the upper layers because I'm just going to mash in colors on top of this. So the only things that we're going to be drawing are like little bits, these kind of things here. Watching horrible document of Seracutosoma proximum harvestmen from Brazil. I only have small. I don't even know what that is. They're difficult to see. Actually, there. These things can be added in later. I just want like the basics. So these are like, here, get my pressure opacity back on. So up here, I guess we'll just blob in some scrubby stuff. This is really just a lot of rendering. Like scribble render. All right. Would that even be good enough? It could actually be fine as it is, but we're gonna add to it. I keep wanting to make the brush larger. These colors are so wrong. This comes down like this. This won't even be that visible. Just the polar ice cap. Uh-oh. Darn it. Man, that is gonna mess this up. I've been doing all that without this on. I should have made a mask, but I just don't want to mess with it right now, and yet it's gonna take even more time to not mess with it. You know what I mean? Let's reverse that. Okay, there we go. A little better. Oh, reverse it, reverse it. Okay, there we go. Okay, these don't need to have a lot of detail. There's no detail in there anyway. We'll just put the other stuff on top. There we go. It's a little bit better to scrub this in while there's actual countryage over here. Oh, this needs to be more yellow. Let's go back up on that. I don't like what that's doing. Yeah, I didn't have enough white under there, I think. Yeah, this does not look good. But it's fine. We'll get through it. We could pull some of that out a little bit. Hey yo, 100. Welcome in. Reach to shake hands with someone. At the same time he reached to do a fist bump. Then we swapped back and forth twice as sync and I shook his fist. You know, I have been in situations like that. It can be awkward. It's a clumsy drawing of Africa. Also, the back door's open, so you can probably hear like people screaming. They're playing basketball. There's a basketball court behind my house, which I dislike. Oh, we're on the wrong layer too. Well, I'm kind of reinforcing this layer anyway, so it's fine. Just Brax drawing. I'm so much cooler in my head. Oh, I just Brax drawing with a live rowdy eyes. In my head, I am the most uncool human being ever. You can't jump when we don't have... I don't think jumping is possible in this stream. I think I messed up the size of this. We'll do some why is that wrong? Okay, it was somehow using the eraser when it shouldn't have been. There. Something like that. I did too much on this edge. Should I fix that? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. It's, well, let's do more. It's still not what I want. Darn it. I keep forgetting about that thing and Okay, well that looks terrible. Yuck. Well, I didn't want it to look that bad, but it's fine. It's really not fine. I'm actually unhappy. In fact, I think I'm gonna obsess on it longer. Which I should not do. Because I'm certain I'm gonna ruin it. Yeah, this does not look good. I'd like to get that texture in there though. I just can't really seem to figure out how to do that without like a special brush or taking forever. Kind of like what we're doing now. Hey, I'm getting a little bit. Wow. Braxton, you really know how to make it worse. It's like you practiced at it. Alright. I don't know, I guess we're gonna leave it like that and just try to work on the glass. I don't draw a lot of globes, you know? Right, it's just on this one. It's like a blue. Oh, making these shards huge. Of course, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Okay, just color in a mass instead. How about we do that? I could erase it instead. Right. Oh. There we go. This is gonna take a while. Like a really long while. We'll do this in layers too. How about that? How about if we... I'm trying to figure out a way to do this faster, and I'm just not coming up with anything. I don't have a brush sharp enough for this, basically. That's kind of the problem at the moment. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go around and just sort of fake some of this out. That was kind of the plan, but part of me was wanting to make these really accurate. I kind of don't want to do that. What's up, car? Welcome in. I'm drawing shards of glass. Darn it. Why? Okay, it's got me mixed up now. I've got my controls kind of messed up. There. Okay, where's the next one? We're getting close. This is what we have so far. Spoiler. Hold on, why the hell did I just get an ad for Kinder Bueno? Really? Spoiler, kid's computer is blowing up because it's an early 70s computer he dug out of a dumpster. Wait, what? Oh, because of this? No. We used to have computers to blow up all the time. Oh, blow up before all the RAM went away. Well, what's funny is for the movie they actually had a hidden modern computer out of view powering the actual display of the kid's vintage computer. What, in this ad? Wait, in this one? Was there a new one? Because the original one was done in 1983. When those were brand new and not vintage. I didn't remember that part of the movie. I was a child at the time. I guess Carr was much older. Carr must be in his 70s or something by now. '70s, really? Out of the '70s, early '70s, but there were no hum computers. You know, because he was using the same stuff that everyone else was using. Modems and stuff. Well, the kind you stick your phone into. Where's the... Darn it, I've messed up this bottom part. 8-inch floppies. Floppies were never 8 inches. They were like 5. And that's what we were used at the time. Yeah, but that's before they were ever in schools. That was before they ever put them in my school. Like, I was born in 1974. We had like 2 computers in my elementary school, and they ran MS-DOS. These shards do not look good at all. It's definitely harder than shark teeth. Hey yo, Gamey on. Oh man, my dog scared the crap out of me the other day. She had a growth on one of her legs. I thought that was a tumor. Fortunately, it was not. Well, she's like 13 too, so it would be about the time. And little dogs tend to get stuff like that. So I was just beside myself. But I took her in there. She must have bumped her elbow. Her elbow swole up, and there's a sac inside the elbow that kind of protects the joint. and it fills up with fluid if you hurt the elbow, and that's what happened. Tested the cells, no abnormal cells. They do. Like, I know I had a Chihuahua that had like a brain tumor at like 11. And that's this one. Where is it? It should be. Why didn't it show me on the thing? That's her. That's cheeky. She had died of a brain tumor. It was just awful. Way too young. Welcome in, next. But I thought that that was happening to Star, right? Right, that's Star. I thought she had a tumor. I got her into the vet as soon as I could. She's fine. We have antibiotics. How's that for broken glass? It looks terrible when you get close. Of course it all does. But from a distance, it seems okay. We're not going to make these perfect. That is not possible for my hands. Anyway, Star is fine. If I keep saying her name, she'll come down here. I don't want to bother her. She's upstairs getting her beauty rest. Alright, there's this one. Here's my art. Don't lean in. Basically. So here's the plan. Why is this not... Come on. React. Do what I say. And it will not. There. I do not know what makes these so difficult to double click, but boy, they are difficult to double click. I don't get it. But it's stupid. Like, no matter what it is, you can guarantee it's gonna be dumb. whatever the reason is. Thank you, Nixt. What I'm gonna do, I think, is take this one. There, see? Lower down the opacity. We'll do a highlight layer on all of them. We'll do a second layer here on glass 2. We'll do these bits here, and then glass 3, maybe the little tiny shards, but I don't know if I want to even draw all those. I'm pretty sure I don't want to draw all those. Just throwing that out there. I kind of missed one. Alright, so glass 2. Grab that and make it, what, wider? Something like that. Oh, the proportions are way off. So if we're trying to get really accurate here, we've kind of missed the bus on that. Here, let's do it this way. And draw a block of them. Like that, maybe. Don't lean in. Little glass Dorito. For all those Dorito lovers out there. You know who you are. Let's do this one. You get too close and you can see how clunky the tools are. Well, I feel I have messed this up. So what will happen is we take this down, and we take this down slightly, right? And then I go back over with little highlights to you know, to make it look like this one. Maybe not exactly like that one, but I'm doing my best here. Oh, this needs to be like this. I know someone's gonna be like, no, that's not very believable glass, Braxton. I get that. I should leave those. I should stop erasing those. It'll just look like, it'll make it look better. It'll look like the little bits that I'm trying to avoid. These little tiny pieces. And then there's these. Just give them a few little edges. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, that's what we're doing. Right. What a weird looking piece of glass. I just draw the general shape. I think that's probably better. Okay, we'll do. Little shards. Yeah, don't do that one. Alright, so how does that look? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, there's other stuff we have to do still. So let's do that one's down. That one's down. Glass highlight. Okay. I think that kind of pulls together at least the semblance of the illusion of, like, broken glass kind of flying out at us. But the one thing that we need to do is deal with the keyboard here, which does not exist at the moment. And there's a bunch of touch-up stuff I'll need to do. Here, let's use... Let's do... I don't know what. Let's do that and we'll mask these off with this one. Thank you, Next. Sour cream and glass flavor? That's not a good flavor. What's up, Garrett? Welcome in. So we're just gonna mask this off. No, excuse me. You can't do that. Darn it. We are gonna have so much problem with this, I think. This is gonna be such a problem. Because I can't correct these easily. That's the problem. Trying to make little jagged pieces. I'll grab the black. And try to sharpen them up. I can't really erase at this point. I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get for this particular session. Let's see. Yeah, I really wish I had done better on this, but I feel like that's about where we should leave this, because I don't really know if I want to deal with the globe. This is not something that can be monetized either, so it's not something I'm wanting to put tons of extra time in. I want to get rid of this part down here on the bottom that I left earlier for the shadow. There we go. Why is it not giving me what I'm asking for? But it's not letting me do anything on this layer. Like, exactly what is wrong with the layer? Why is it locked? Why on earth is this locked? Alright, well that was a mistake. It shouldn't be locked. Crap. That's all black. Then what's the other one? In my way is what it is. Where's the... It's this. Alright. There we go. I do not enjoy dealing with layers. It always ends up making me do stuff like that. I get lost in them and forget where stuff is at. So what am I going to do about this keyboard? Is this all on the regular paint layer? Yes, it is. Oh, I put that on the vector fill. Okay. Well, then what do we do with this? I'm wondering if I should just fake out this keyboard by hand or not. Oh, and I'll have to be above the vector fill anyway. That just makes it more complicated. Keyboard. Drew Struzan, the artist who drew this poster and many others, passed away last October. Really? Was it anything tragic or was it just normal? Oh, 78. That's not. That's the age my dad was when he passed away. That's like just right there at the life expectancy. Average life expectancy. 76 to 78. Okay, how are we gonna fake this out? Alright, what are we gonna do? We'll put shines on here, maybe that'll help. Like just... Great. Didn't want that to happen. We can just put little bumps. Just try to fake it out a little bit. Just like the shines of the keycaps. Actually, that shouldn't be there. Is it the same? There, that's a little bit of fakeage for a keyboard. We'll try and just do these numbers by hand. Or, yeah. Should we do them like... Here, we'll just do... like this. in case they have those weird ones. Some of the displays got really complicated. Had a lot of extra parts. Like numeric displays. 2 different artists, okay. Yeah, this looks terrible. Looks so bad. These are really terrible. But we're getting close to the end, and I'm really wanting to finish this. So that's what we do. Okay, I don't really know what the next project was going to be. Did we have one lined up? I think WarGames was the last one. So, since I can't really monetize this, we're going to leave this at this level of completion, which is pretty okay. I am happy with it. As is. So if there's any suggestions, like the next piece I'm going to do is one from a photo of my dog. So, Star is going to be our next subject. And I must warn you, she is incredibly, heartbreakingly cute. Okay, so if you can't handle cuteness, you might want to skip the next few streams. Because, oh my god. You will instantly fall in love. Like I did. Years ago. Oh, we should sign it. You know what? I have not signed these things. I almost never sign these. Where should it be? There we go. Do I have a picture? I could bring up a picture of her. Did I? No. Do I have one in the Discord? Just a preview. Pets. Oh, it's probably the one I put in pets. You should be able to see that. That's the one, I think. BW, that's right. Mostly, oh, I didn't put... Sorry, I did not put mostly 100. But, as always, mostly 100. This is my dog. And this is... Her tongue hangs out because all these teeth have been pulled. Unfortunately, she has bad tooth genetics. This is why I streamed. I streamed in order to make money to pay for her dental stuff, her dental surgeries every year. I wasn't able to do that last year. It was a very slim year for streaming. But we are going to get her a dental treatment or dental surgery this, I don't know, this year. In another couple of months. We have to deal with her current problem. She must have bumped this elbow. So that sort of protective sac around the joint there filled up with fluid. And this thing that looked like a wart popped up. It just must be like a skin bubble or something. Because when the vet pierced that to take a sample, like that wart thing squirted some stuff. And then there was stuff inside this thing on her elbow. Those are good things. Tumors don't usually have stuff inside. So, if you can extract something, it's probably an infection of some kind, and that's... Hey, woo-woo, did you... I must have missed you when you got here. I apologize. So, that's what this is. This swollen area is a leg in question. I thought this was a tumor because it just popped up almost overnight. But she's doing good. So anyway, we'll be doing something. We'll be doing one of her pictures. I have several. I must have. Okay. I don't know why you're sticking your tongue out at me. Did I actually miss you? I apologize. Oh, we're still live. Okay. So she is our next project, and if anyone has, this will give you time to come up with some movie poster that you'd like to see in the future. You know, like the next one. You saw me. How do you see me? I'm not even in that particular picture. There is one that has one of my younger pictures in it. That's right. Thank you, Next. Good. Yeah, because that was before this, but we didn't... I already had the WarGames thing in the queue. Okay. Yeah. And to be fair, your thing is next. So... But I may still put Star ahead of you. But we're gonna do that. That's the next one we're gonna do then. Yeah. It'll be fun. I want to do that Mecha Godzilla. We'll try to do Star as a side project. Oh, and we're also doing... no, the side project we're doing right now is Poppy Playtime 5. Right. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Star is going to be in the queue somewhere. I might, do a sketch here and there. Okay. Let's save. And we call it done. I'm done with this. Alright. I want everyone to have a good day. I will be back tomorrow. We will do sketches. Yeah, we'll do a little Godzilla, little Mecha Godzilla. We'll do some Star sketches, and yeah, we'll just mix some stuff together. I think I'll start doing folders. I'll do a separate folder in the YouTube for each project instead of how we're doing them. Okay, I'm out. Have a good one.